Welcome back to another episode of... Oh, I thought it was gonna attack me. Another episode of Price of Neutrality with The Witcher and Lord Bailey, who is your gameplay commentator for this one. And right now we are going back to Sabrina Glevisik's camp to seek her advice and answer on some accusations we've heard. The wolves are fed at the moment, so that's sorted. I don't think there's any other quests that I've got in store. Let's have a quick look. No, it's just she-wolf left. Vesemir wants us to decide. We must make a decision what to do with the girl. So obviously, as I said, I will try to gather as much information before making the decision as it's possible. I'll definitely go back to Sabrina's camp. I might try and speak to some other people around the camp as well. There is some mercenaries there, there is some peasants. I'll probably lose some more orens to the chef or the cook in there, who's exceptionally good at dice. And that's actually pissing me off a bit. I think I've killed everything there was to be killed around here, not too proud of it, but obviously it's Carmoran. Being a monster, you can't expect that you'll live long. There's another wolf, or even a couple, 3-4 wolves, oh gosh. Let's try to do them all at once with Igni. Let's try to get them all around me. Where's the last one? Okay, that wasn't too difficult. I think I've just got the right tactics now. I did die a couple of times fighting those, but I don't think it's gonna happen anymore. And there we go, we're back at the camp. I don't think there's... You know what, before I go into a tent and before I start speaking to all those people, I'll just go alongside the river and see how far can I go, and if there's anything else around there. There's a peasant near the boat. You could actually ask him if he's got any opinion on the matter. No, he doesn't. And then there's not a whole lot here, I think. There's some more herbs. I might pick them up just for the sake of it, since I'm here anyway. That's one, that's another one there. That's the circle of elements we used on the other side. There's one more. Celandine or Celandine, not quite sure which pronunciation is better, and then I can't go any further there. Okay, so we've checked the area around the camp to the best of our abilities, and now I think it is the time to go and speak to Sabrina. Tell her what we found out, maybe share our opinion on where the things stand now. I don't know why my FPS has just dropped down drastically. That's interesting. Okay, if the picture is a bit shaky for you as well, then I do apologize for that. Okay, so we were about to start talking to people around the camp first. Let's do it.
You'd best see Miss Sabrina. She's the one in charge here, the bitch.
Ah, so you don't like her.
Greetings, I'm Merton, commander of this pathetic bunch.
Geralt of Rivia. Attitude.
So, how's it gonna be, Geralt?
How is what going to be?
Will you make peace with the Honourable Glevisig? Please take that damn bitch. Or are we due to have a serious misunderstanding?
Believe me, Merton, you don't want to cross swords with me.
Of course I wouldn't. I've heard what your kind can do. I once saw a witcher at work. That changes little though. We're on contract and contracts are secret. So what will it be?
I don't know yet. Let's try to figure it out.
All right. Forgive me, I can offer nothing. We can't hunt because of these wolves, and our supplies are running low.
I would still want to know what do you
Any
think
thoughts on
about
this
her?
girl, Deirdre?
Too thin for my taste. Nothing to grab hold of, eh? Or slap. Or take and...
I guess she's just not the dwarven type.
Precisely. Though, I wouldn't kick her out of the sack.
Not afraid of the curse?
Afeard? No, Witcher. I'm a rationalist. Don't believe the hogwash. But you're wasting your time. The girl's inside your fortress. See her for yourself.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I've already done that. I just wanted your insight.
I'm alone in this world,
Order's an order.
surrounded by strangers.
Geralt,
That's the girl we already spoke to, or maybe she spoke to us, rather. Yeah, that's interesting. How did you find Kaer
How did
Morhen?
you find Kaer Morhen?
we tracked the girl here, thanks to Rhyme. He's the best scout I know. Could find a fish in a stream.
He did track the girl down.
Geralt,
So how did she know where... Oh yeah, she knew Eskel. Never mind.
So what's the story with this contract of yours?
well, when Merton tells us to fight, we'll have no choice. He pays regularly, on time. My hands are tied.
So the nobleman is in charge.
Theoretically.
And practically?
I'll say this. Sabrina Glevisig interrupts King Hensel when he speaks by pounding the table with her fist and ordering him to shut up and listen.
What does Hensel do?
He listens. The woman can be very unpleasant. Merwin is from Cairngorm, and only recently joined Hensel's court. He's no match for the witch.
Who is?
Witches are best handled by witchers.
They probably are, yeah. Shall we play dice? I hope you're not as good as your comrade there. Let's do for 60 now. Okay, couple of 2s, couple of 6s. I can see where this is going. And he's just got a couple of 2s, alright. That's one down. One more. Couple of 2s and that's it. And he's got a couple of 3s and a couple of 6s. I'm not gonna raise, but what I'm gonna do, I'll try to get 2 more 6s. Just one, not enough. Okay, that's 1-1, and let's try again. Couple of 5s, slightly better. He's got 3 5s. Okay, so I need to try and get more 5s. 1, 2, 3, and let's see what can happen here. Oh man, that's just not good enough. Well, I tried. These dwarves are good. Quartermaster.
Greetings.
How's business?
Business, Witcher. I'll make sure the boys are supplied. I'm not a travelling vendor. True, I'm willing to trade in some things, but I'll generally only sell unneeded or worn equipment. Surplus, you might say.
Worn equipment? You must have traveled a ways.
A long way, and one hardly paved with roses. Once near Banard, I was forced to flee from the enemy through a flowery meadow, but those were mostly poppies.
Is Brings a good commander?
Good commander, bad employer. Serving nobles is always troublesome. The only advantage is that our patron remains solvent.
And the sorceress?
I don't meddle in the matters of mages. They're greedy and prone to wrath.
Yep, they are. It seems to me that this nobleman here, Mervyn or Marwyn, he's the one theoretically in charge, so if I can take him on my side, the dwarves will definitely not follow Sabrina. So if I choose to help Deidre, that might be the way to go about it. Nothing too interesting around here. I will definitely take one of those. I don't really see a point in using that at all, so let's just sell it. Okay, yeah, that's alright.
I'll be watching
Mark
you.
my words, that witch will be our doom. Wouldn't mind a drink.
I've had enough of that bitch.
Damn the noble and his witch.
This warring's not for me. I should have stayed home.
Wrapped around her finger, she's got him.
Bring us the lass and Miss Sabrina will drown you in gold.
I don't care for gold that much, to be honest. Is there anyone there? Mercenary, peasant. Is it the same peasant that we saw there near the boat? I think it is.
What?
What?
I've already spoken to you, you don't know anything.
What's that stench?
My delicacies! Why?
No reason. Take care.
Okay, let's go into a tent.
This is tedious.
I don't think Mr. Oh no, he's there. Let's speak to him first, shall we?
Wouldn't mind a drink.
We'll speak to Merwin first. See what's his take on all this now that we've know what Deidre is saying. There was no other option to talk to her. And I'm really leaning to trying to take him on my side, so I don't have to kill all the mercenaries if I choose Deidre. Well, we know that
May I
already.
ask what brings you to Kaer Morhen, sir?
My sister, Deirdre. She is my elder, and in Kedwin, the eldest offspring inherits all titles and estates, no matter the gender. My father, Prince of Cairngorm, may he rest in peace, passed on 2 weeks ago, a victim of syphilis.
So Deirdre is now Princess of Cairngorm?
She would be, if not for the curse that holds her. Anyone aspiring to the throne of Cairngorm must fulfill 2 additional conditions. Cairngorm is a vassal state of Kedwin. For decades, the princes of the north have bowed before the throne at Ard Carreg, a throne currently occupied by King Henselt, who has made his opinion on the issue of cursed princesses very clear.
I think I get it. And the second condition?
Do you know Cairngorm's history, Witcher?
Not well.
We have this custom whereby any aspiring ruler, prior to assuming the throne, must spend a day amongst the duchy's simple folk, execute a series of menial tasks, and pray in the Temple of Freya in the evening.
Sounds reasonable.
The problem is my sister has displeased the simple folk in the past, and though she most probably could bribe a few prominents, the priestesses of Freya will never accept her.
Because she is cursed, supposedly.
Because she has killed too many, even for a princess. Her victims include the priestess Isildura. Truthfully, the old hag was nearing the end of her days, but that changes little.
Is it certain that Deirdre caused her death?
Beyond any doubt. When Miss Sabrina decided to perform a magic ritual that was to lift the curse from my sister, Deirdre went mad. Then a huge wolf emerged from behind a house, and before it could be stopped, it shredded Isildura's throat. Miss Sabrina cast a powerful spell, and the old priestess's spirit arose and said, I was killed by Deirdre Ademain, who was born beneath the Black Sun.
Sabrina cast a spell, you say? I believe necromancy was banned.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, we've not spoken to him about that before. I probably went with IC instead of just asking him about more. But yes, necromancy is banned. And if it wasn't a necromancy, if it was an illusion like this one, I mean, we already know that she can conjure up pretty decent illusions. So maybe it wasn't the cursed girl after all. Hey, Sabrina.
Witcher?
Who was Robin?
No one important, Witcher.
Deirdre says otherwise. She's convinced you cast a spell on him.
One could say that, though every woman uses magic of that kind.
Men seduced through natural means don't generally lose their minds.
Perhaps I helped myself with some subtle spell I don't recall. It's of no importance. If you wish to know so badly, I will tell you how it was.
Go on.
I'm all ears, but don't lie.
Robin was the prince's huntsman, a strong, charismatic man. He trained the prince's bear-hunting dogs and lived above the kennel. The girl walked in on us one night. She became enraged, and I could do nothing, for her aura was strong by that time. Robin sought to defend me, and followed her down to the kennel to speak reason to her. The dogs attacked him. It was horrible, and Deirdre joined in their howls. The dogs barked and growled horribly.
No two ways about it. You behaved like a true sorceress.
I refused to be provoked. That night Robin changed. He acquired an intense fear of animals. The prince cast him out after a few weeks. That is all.
We've already spoken about that to her.
You must be bored out here.
Well, in truth, the valley provides little in the way of diversion for the civilized, and my illusory boy is no longer as entertaining as he used to be.
You could get Briggs' men to put on a show.
I said diversion for the civilized. I prefer some cultured conversation. If you lack words at the moment, I could request something more pertinent to the witcherly profession. I require some materials for my research.
Materials?
I wish to study the wolves that lurk about the campsite. I need a vital organ, let's say the liver. 20 of them. In exchange, I will give you a sword that I in turn received from one of my lovers. I believe you'll make good use of it.
Fine. I'll get you the samples you want.
That's kind. You're much nicer than that boor Lambert.
Have I?
I have the livers you asked for.
Be an angel and place them on the vivisection table. I'll tend to them soon. And here is the sword I mentioned. It's a bit dusty, but sharp as ever.
Thanks.
No, thank you. I didn't expect such kindness from one who would gladly drive me away from Kaer Morhen.
I'm hoping we can resolve this other matter.
So, ulterior motives. Did you believe I would forget my plans in gratitude for your assistance?
It's not like that. I just thought that two reasonable people might be able to figure out their differences.
Geralt, I will not back down nor agree to any compromise. I want the girl. I want to eliminate the threat she represents.
Okay, we already know who was Robin, so we don't need that.
See you
soon.
Soon.
It's got so much more confusing now. Obviously she might have a point about Robin, but she never said that she did not use any magic on him, so obviously that would be playing up with his mind. So whether he's gone mad because of her magic or because of the wolves, that's secondary to me. I mean, she's used more than she should have used on him.
I stretch my arms toward you, my sweet. Sense stars converge where our hands meet.
And he's a poet. That's nice. I don't think there's any more I can find out from her. Let's go and speak to the Witchers. Tell them what we found out. And then God knows what's gonna happen. Whoops, I don't need that. Sorry. Anything new with you?
Can I ask a personal question?
You may.
What do you think of Deirdre? I'm talking about the curse, of course.
My information is limited. When we were children, several charlatans appeared. They counseled my father, examined Deirdre, told fortunes and calculated horoscopes. They brewed mysterious concoctions. Nonsense, all of it. When Deirdre was 12, a certain mage arrived, an oniromancer. Do you know what oniromancy is?
Divination based on dreams.
I thought so too. This individual was an altogether different kind of specialist. The mage claimed that he needed to spend a night in Deidre's chamber as she slept. He mixed a brew designed to amplify her dreams. The old man could barely walk, had a beard down to his waist. We suspected nothing. He did as he claimed he would do. By morning he was gone. Several valuable items had disappeared from Deidre's chamber, including her favorite mother-of-pearl comb. Only the laundresses in the outskirts saw him, claiming that he had fled as if chased by demons.
So he deceived you and robbed her. Did the prince order a pursuit?
Of course he did, but too late. The morning after that tragic night, Deidre claimed the mage had raped her. My father refused to believe her. The cheat was an old man, as I said, and the bed linens betrayed nothing. Deidre fled the castle, assisted by a young stable boy, an excessively broad-shouldered oaf. My father sent out a search party, yet Deidre had disappeared without a trace. A week later, the party found the old mage's corpse. He had been tortured. Someone had cut off his...
I can do without the details. In any case, he was a thief. He could have angered many.
You're right, of course. Yet folk inhabiting the area where he was found claim to have seen a young girl and boy ride through on large wolves.
Wolf-riding children only appear in fairy tales. You can't tell me that a 12-year-old girl and idiot stable boy managed to evade a search party, find the cheat, and...
I'm suggesting nothing, merely recounting facts. Some time passed and Deidre returned to the castle. From then on, my father ordered the dogs set upon any mages that approached, assuming that any true sorcerer would surely manage to avoid a few bear-hunting hounds. And then Miss Sabrina appeared.
Take care.
Thank you for this insight.
You wish.
Have you got anything for me, Mr. Scowl? Since I'm talking to everyone anyway.
Have a minute? I wanted to talk.
So speak.
What's your take on this pursuit after the girl?
I'm paid to find paths and trails, not to pass judgment.
So answer like a hunter. Is what they say true? Is she a monster?
I shall answer like an Ensaid. Evil can assume many forms, even those pleasing to the eye. I have long followed the girl's trail and seen many signs of murder, seen those cruelly maimed and rendered living dead. But you tell me, the corpses and blood, are they any different from what normal humans create? I defended Dol Blathana against your kind, and know what you are capable of. When asked to judge who is human and who is beast, most often I shrug.
See you.
I love elves in this universe. I mean, they are so different to what Tolkien has described, and yet so much more realistic in the matter. Should I go back and try speaking to Deidre again to see if there's anything else she might tell me? She might have some more insight on it all. And then I'll go back and speak to the Witchers. And it looks like it's gonna be the time to make a decision, because there's not a whole lot I can do around here anymore. It's another bonfire, but I don't need it at the moment. I'm still in two minds, because, well, obviously both of them have got their reasons. Whether or not Deidre is cursed is not that much of an issue to me, but without whom the world will be more safe, without Deidre or... Well, I don't think I'll kill Sabrina, but you see where I'm going with this. Being or not being a monster is a very fluent concept.
Geralt?
And there's nothing more I can talk to you about.
I'll be going.
Okay, let's go to the Witchers and let's speak to them. I don't think... I don't think there's anything around Carmoran left to visit that I haven't visited yet. So just to be thorough, let me have a quick look again at this book that we've got. I've already read it once, I just want to see if I'll find anything new in the text. Nothing that strikes me as new, or something that I wouldn't have noticed before and now I would because I have some more information. So I'm really not sure what to do right now, and it seems like the time of choice is upon us. Let's go through the quest. She-Wolf. Vesemir wants us to decide. Okay, there's nothing new here. Characters. Deidre Ademain. Merwin Ademain admits that as a firstborn child, Deidre is legally entitled to inherit all titles and estates from their father. However, he simultaneously claims that she has lost the right and certainly should not rule, given that she is a cruel changeling. According to the sorceress Sabrina Glevesic, Deidre Ademain has been affected by the curse of Black Sun, rendering her a mutant both cruel and evil. Deidre became Eskel's unexpected child when the Witcher saved her father's life. In gratitude, the Prince of Caingorn promised Eskel whatever unexpected thing he found when he returned home. Eskel and the girl share a special bond. Some might even say they are bound by destiny. So I think I should incorporate Eskel in my decision. I mean, if I decide to harm Deidre, how will he react? The common reasonable Witcher is my peer. We are similar in many ways and people often think we are brothers, but we're not. Henselt is the king, we've already read that. Lambert, the young Witcher, is quarrelsome and has biting tongue, though at times he uses rudeness to express his fondness for someone, like he did with Marigold. Merton Briggs is a dwarf who leads mercenary unit providing security for Merwin Ademain and Sabrina Glevesic. He calls himself a rationalist, and this seems true enough. Briggs comes across as a thoroughly loyal and honest soldiery servant, and that's someone I definitely wouldn't want to harm just because of a spat between Deidre and Sabrina, but I think it will come to this if I choose Deidre. Briggs's subordinates are paid regularly and at the agreed rate, having no doubts as to their loyalty. If need be, the dwarf will not hesitate to send them into battle against Deidre, even the Witchers. Merwin, we've read this guy already. Sabrina Glevesic is one of the most powerful and influential sorceresses in the Northern Kingdoms. She lives in Ard Karaik, Cadwen's capital, acting as an advisor to King Henselt. The sorceress, who is sometimes unceremonious and quick to judge, is justly called the true daughter of Cadwenian wilderness. She often underlines her somewhat predatory and vivid beauty by donning provocative outfits, which is nothing new for sorceresses. Sabrina arrived at Carmoran while pursuing Deidre Ademain. She suspects the girl of being a mutant affected by the curse of the Black Sun, which renders her a monster, a serious threat to human race. To prove the contention, the sorceress must capture Deidre and subject her to detailed testing, which basically will be probably torturing and things like that. And then we've got Vesemir. Vesemir is the eldest and most experienced Witcher in the fact he may be older than Kaer Morhen itself, which he's probably not. He spends each winter at the fortress and, like others, sets off on his path when spring comes. Vesemir is robust and lively despite his age, and many youngsters could envy him his health. An excellent fencer, he taught me all I know about sword fighting. Well, let's go and let's speak to the Witchers. At the end of the day, it's not a decision that can be made lightly, and it's not a decision that's either right or wrong. But looking at it now, I also think that if I choose to help Deidre, quite a few innocent people will die, because obviously all the mercenaries will have to fight against me and they will perish. And if I choose to help Sabrina, it's just one person's life at stake. So is that something to be considered, or am I being just cruel with calculations like that? One life against life of many.
Wolf, gather as much information as you can.
I've probably already done it, you know.
Wolf.
See you later.
Okay, I will be making my decision in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you enjoyed it, please let me know this way or another. And I'll be back with either Deidre or Sabrina. Honestly, I'm not quite sure yet. There's a 4 Witchers to decide, and obviously the whole thing is on me. Naturally. How else would that be? Thanks, and see you in the next episode.